Hello friends and welcome back to Picture Astrology. Today we will talk about the combination when Jupiter is placed in the 6th house for a Cancer Ascendant horoscope. So when you have ascendant as Cancer, or it's called Kark in Hindi or Sanskrit, you have the 4th sign rising in your horoscope, and 6th house contains the sign of Sagittarius. So this video is about Jupiter in the sign of Sagittarius for a Cancer ascendant, and this is a very tricky situation because Jupiter is one of the biggest benefic. It is the first red benefic planet, but it is placed in the 6th house, which is considered one of the negative houses. And on top of it, Jupiter is lord of the 6th house also. So blending these contradicting significations of a planet and doing the correct prediction is one of the most difficult things in astrology, and we will see how this works in the next few minutes. So before we begin an analysis of this placement, let's take a look at all the areas of life this placement of Jupiter will affect. So Jupiter, as we know, is lord of sign Sagittarius, which is in the 6th house, and of the sign Pisces, which is in the 9th house. So the 9th house and 6th house are directly affected by this Jupiter. Jupiter, as we know, has special aspect in Vedic astrology. So Jupiter will look at 7th from itself, which is the 12th house, and this is the house of your expenditure, your sexual pleasure, etc. Jupiter will also look at all important 10th house of your work area. This house determines how your work life, how you are perceived by the external world. Jupiter will also have a 9th aspect on the 2nd house, which shows your family, your wealth, accumulated wealth, how you speak, and many other things. And Jupiter also has a direct say in a person's married life. So we see there are many areas of life which this placement can impact, and we will try to see them one by one. And before we start, let's look at the complexity of this placement. Why in the beginning of the video I said that this is a very tricky position to interpret. See, number one, Jupiter, as we know, is a benefic planet. Its natural tendency is to do good. So this is a positive. But as we know, Jupiter is placed in the 6th house, and that generally is considered a negative thing. Many astrologers do say that Jupiter in the 6th house is good because it can get rid of your enemies, but generally any benefic in the negative houses will give you increase of enemies also, and it is considered a negative house. So Jupiter, though is a benefic planet, it is in a very negative house. So we have a positive here, we have a negative here. Now Jupiter is also the lord of 9th house. Jupiter is the lord of sign Pisces, which is in the 9th house. So that makes Jupiter, it adds to the goodness. So it's another positive factor. But the lord of 9th house is in the 6th. So 9th lord, which is considered a very benefic planet, goes into any of the negative houses like 6th, 8 or 12 is considered a big negative in the horoscope. So you see, there is a great mixture of positive, negative influences of this Jupiter, and that's what makes interpretation of this position really hard. And we will try to learn in next few minutes that how all these seemingly contradictory indicators can be juxtaposed together to come up to the right prediction. So let's begin with the 6th house affairs. And first thing which comes into mind when you think about 6th house, that it is the house of your obstacles or your enemies or anything which stops your progress. Now Jupiter is also the lord of 6th house. So Jupiter is 6th L, and it is placed in the 6th house itself. So whenever you have a house lord, the responsibility of the lord of the house is to increase the signification of that house. So one of the responsibility of Jupiter is to give you conditions in life which makes you or prompts you to work hard in life. So this sounds like a negative thing, nobody wants to work hard. But remember, working hard is the first and foremost step to attain success in life. Now remember, Jupiter is a benefic. It's a benefic planet. It is also the lord of 9th house, which shows your luck. So what does it mean? It means that if you work hard, you will get success easily. But remember, when you have this placement where 9th lord is in the 6th house, but in a very well placed position, meaning it's in the own house, don't think that you will get success without hard work. There are many people who just want to sit and eat and have fun in life. That's not possible with this placement. But another thing which is guaranteed is if you work hard, the lady luck will shine upon you. And generally when people have this placement, they have a love of labor. They love to work hard. They are very sincere in their approach towards life. Jupiter is known to make a person happy-go-lucky, but not this Jupiter. This Jupiter makes a person sometimes even worry about little things. They can become nitpicky, because they want everything to be perfect. They get a tendency to go into the nitty-gritties of things and make sure that all the bases are covered. This is what this Jupiter gives to them. So ability and temperament to work hard is a general characteristic in the nature of a person who has this placement. Now, because of this, the Jupiter has an aspect on the 10th house, which is the house of your work. So because of your ability and temperament to work hard, you will attain success in your work life. And that can come easily if you embrace the hard work part of it. Because of this, you will also accumulate enough money in your life, because Jupiter has an aspect on the 2nd house. 2nd house shows your money accumulation, wealth which is accumulated. So another thing, don't expect your forefathers or your family to give you money. You will be born in a good family, but you must work hard and make your own destiny, make your own fortune, is what this placement says. And it has the aspect on the 12th house, which shows expenditure, which shows having fun in life. So what this placement means, you will be self-made person. You will have made money because of your own effort. You will have good name because of your own effort, and you will enjoy, spend money, have pleasures also from your own self-earned wealth. So in that sense, this is a great position. It makes a person self-made. It's just not good for people who just want to have all the fun and not work hard. Now 6th house also shows your enemies or your adversaries or people who would oppose you in life. We have a great Jupiter in the 6th house. So what does it mean? It means 2-3 things. First of all, Jupiter is well placed, meaning, and Jupiter is lord of the 6th house. So it will give you enemies. There will be people who will oppose you. And many times these people would be very educated people. People who you even might look up to, or people who might even have been your teachers at some point, or your guardians or mentors at some point. Many people who have this kind of horoscope they face situations in life where some of their own mentors or teachers, they, for different situations in life, turn against them. But good thing is, Jupiter is a benefic. You see, that's how you juxtapose all the negative and positive. So negative things is, yes, you will have enemies. You will have enemies who would be probably well placed in life, but Jupiter is benefic, so they are not going to harm you much, and you will win over your enemies through your tact and prudence. You will utilize your wisdom to win over your enemies. You will not be someone who want to crush your enemies. You will eventually want a win-win settlement in any fight. This is a big positive of this placement of Jupiter. People who have this kind of placement, they always come out from any kind of disagreement with a win-win solution, something which is good for both the parties. They many times not think bad for their enemies also. So you see how the negative and positive aspect of Jupiter are kind of plays their part in your life when it comes to the enemies section. So we are yet to talk about how this placement of Jupiter affects your married life, your family wealth, because it affects your second house, so all about your wealth and family. And there are many implications of Jupiter being here on these aspects of life, but let's talk about them in the second part of the video, which I'll be uploading very soon. So my dear friends, I hope you liked my analysis of Jupiter in 6th house in Sagittarius for Cancer Ascendant so far. Please do like and subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and thank you for watching. See you again soon. Bye bye.